1. The first of its kind homeless housing project opening in Modesto for those suffering from mental health or substance abuse disorders.
Stanislaus County and Modesto city leaders coming together.
This is a very unique project
to open the area's first bridge housing program.
We basically needed each other to pull this project off.
This is what's happening. This is going to be a big way of coming up.
Dignity Village Modesto is an interim housing site where individuals who are homeless on the streets are transitioning into permanent housing.
We have this facility with services right on site that can help these individuals deal with their issues, their addictions, their mental health issues.
They each have their own story and their own challenges, and a place like Dignity Village will provide wraparound services that will help them individually.
A homeless advocate had mentioned that I should visit Dignity Moves in Santa Barbara. I had told him that my wife and I were going to Santa Barbara for the weekend, and he suggested you need to take a look at Dignity Moves and see if that model may work in Modesto. And we further looked into the concept of Dignity Moves. Once we've obtained more information on the model of Dignity Moves, I then gave that information to city manager.
So as the state funding comes down specific for this type of housing opportunity, we engaged our partners, one being the city of Modesto. They had a parcel of land on the corner of 9th and E Street that was vacant, and we just built off of that partnership. There are other communities being built like this in up and down the state.
We have taken a concept of Dignity Moves and bring that to Modesto.
Hard hat?
No, put a unit together.
I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Here at the Dignity Village Modesto housing site, we are doing construction on 42 new units. Here today we're doing a build day, and elected officials are coming out to help us build a unit.
This project today is a very true model of what we set out our mission is all about, where we borrow vacant pieces of land that have been sat idle, vacant for long periods of time, and we're actually fulfilling it with housing units to bring people who are living currently unsheltered on our streets of Modesto in to effectively receive the services that they so need.
This is very important because housing is the first step for individuals to be able to feel safe and secure, and we're so fortunate to have brought this in our community. And I want to thank all our partners as well as the builders and the staff who've been working here today to bring this project to fruition.
I could not be more thrilled that this facility will be opening to serve some of our most vulnerable population and provide a place for people to be warm, to have good meals, nutritious meals, and to be cool in the summer. I am really looking forward to this opening, to see the day when people are living here and enjoying social activities, being together, and building themselves up to be back in a very productive place in their lives.
I believe Dignity Village fills a niche and a void that we've had for quite some time in this community. We don't have enough housing, affordable housing for folks to get into and get off the streets, especially for those individuals who struggle in going into congregate shelters.
Anything that we can do to help them on their road to living a more fulfilling life is really important and valuable.
Facilities like Dignity allow us to get them in there, get them right into contact with services daily, and that's what's so important.
So it was a way for our consumers to give back. The wellness program is really about recovery and coming together and creating a culture of recovery. The sewing group is one of our largest attended groups. It is teaching a skill set to individuals. They love doing community projects, and so we just felt that this was a great partnership.
Our wonderful coordinators and chief of staff asked me if I would like to do a project for, it's called Dignity Homes, and it's the tiny homes that are coming up, and we are making the curtain for each unit, which there are 42 units. Okay, so we are going to iron this. We didn't waste any fabric when we were doing this project because we don't know how. I know that the fabric is durable, but we are going to iron now. We're going to iron the top and the bottom, and then we'll come. This has been ironed part way, but we're going to complete it down to here.
They are super excited to make these curtains and hang them in these housing units and to give folks some more privacy. But it's a great opportunity to give back to the community.
Today, we've invited our gardening group from the Wellness Recovery Center to come out and be a part and give back to the community. We have about 15 today that have come out to support. They are a gardening club from the Wellness Recovery Center, but they wanted to give back to the community, and they wanted to do what they can to help make this project a success. So they're here on their own time, volunteering, planting, and also, filling up these planter boxes with potting soil, and they want to help beautify this place.
This morning we're here opening Dignity Village for adoptive rooms. First opportunity for Dignity Moves to open the doors and let the people in the community, both businesses and residents, come and take a look at what's going on inside. It's also an opportunity to come and soften the construction site, add sheets and towels and blankets and slippers, personal items, getting the folks who are going to come and use the site to make them feel at home and make them feel welcome. It's an opportunity for people to come and see what's going on and take an active role in what's actually happening here inside the fence.
Stanislaus County and City of Modesto officials unveiled Dignity Village, the first homeless bridge housing project of its kind in the county.
Because this is very, very solvable. We just have to decide to do it.
I'm Elizabeth Funk. I'm founder and CEO of Dignity Moves, which is the nonprofit that built this community. This is a community for people who are experiencing homelessness, where they can come in off of the streets and have a safe, dignified place to get support and get directed to where they're going next. We call this interim supportive housing because people have their own private space with a door that locks and they get to stay a while. This is going to have 42 rooms. And when you have your own private space, that is a game changer in people willing to come. I really think that if we can offer people a private space where they can have their pet, they don't have to worry that their things will get stolen when they leave. But most importantly, once they're there and they can take that deep breath, now finally they'll be in the mental state where they're able to start thinking about what's next.
Welcome and thank you for joining us today for the opening of Dignity Village Modesto. The City of Modesto and Behavioral Health and Recovery Services have delivered a project for our community that will increase our local capacity to provide safe, comfortable, a place for people to recover from the challenges of their life, and in particular here, serious mental illness and substance use disorders.
3, 2, 1.
What brings a smile to my face about Dignity Village is giving someone dignity in their housing, having an individual come from the streets, where the stress of living on the streets is very prominent, and it gives them an opportunity to really recover, whether it be mental illness or substance use disorder.
The success of these facilities like Dignity are the ability for us to be able to save these individuals' lives and to get somebody's mom back and get somebody's daughter back. And places like Dignity are the beginning of that to happen.
Any housing that we're able to help people that are living on the streets with is extremely important in our community. It's so very difficult for people that are recovering from illness or substance use disorder or have just experienced situations in their lives that make it very difficult for them, if not impossible, to have a permanent place to live. So anything that we can do to help them on their road to living a more fulfilling life is really important and valuable.
It was a little overwhelming knowing that I was going to have my own space, my own home, my own sanctuary. It was overwhelming knowing that I was no longer going to have to struggle and finding a place every single night, wondering where I was going to sleep on the days, on the weekends, every time.
First day I moved in, it was definitely a surprise to me. I loved it. It was like walking into a little village. It looked so nice, so peaceful, and it enlightened my heart because of so many years of being homeless. You know, I finally entered a small little place where I can call home for a while.
And not having to make that, struggle of thinking about it, knowing that I have a place now that's secure and I can call it my home.